Big game for the Packers and the Ravens. 10-3 Packers coming off a victory over the Bears, 45-3 on the season. And the Ravens are 8-5, coming off a close loss, a 2-point loss in their last game to the Cleveland Browns. Lamar Jackson, the question is his ankle going to be ready? It's not a high ankle sprain. The head coach says it's just a lower ankle sprain, so maybe he's got a chance to play. But if he doesn't, Tyler Huntley has got one start on the season with a victory, and he played well in this last game against the Cleveland Browns, almost brought this team back to victory in the second half. He threw for 270 yards, didn't turn the ball over in that game, and he threw for a touchdown. But this is a football team that, Coach, I don't know how that John Harbaugh is doing it with all the injuries. I talk about it every week. It seems every week, every game, they seem to lose another starter on this team. They have 11 starters on the injury reserve as it is, but they're still doing a great job defensively. They're number one in run defense, and that's a big advantage in this game because the Packers are going to try to establish the run with Aaron Jones. We know the bad man has a bad toe. He's going to be winging it around, but he finds a way to get it done. The Packers are 4.5-point favorite in this game, Coach. Which way are you leaning?
Well, the game's at the Baltimore Ravens, and that scares you. But I thought that Tyler Huntley really has done a tremendous job. But he did bring him back and almost pulled victory out. When you talk about the Packers, there's two things that come to my mind. Number one's Aaron Rodgers. He's the absolute best, Mark. He's completing 67% of his passes, but at least 10% of the passes are incomplete because he's throwing the ball away because of pressure or nobody happens to be open. He has the quickest release. He's the most accurate. I think he's the best quarterback I've ever seen in the NFL. And I don't say that based on one game, just watching them week after week. The second thing, when you talk about the Packers, they're plus 12 on takeaways. The Ravens are -9. Now, the Ravens are at home. That's always a big advantage in the NFL. That's one of the first things I want to know is where they play in the game. I don't know if Jackson's going to be able to play, but if they not only lose a great passer, they lose their leading ground gainer, and they have trouble running the ball without him. When you look at it, Latavius Murray, he's averaging 3.2 yards per rush. That isn't going to get it done when you're running play action passing. But when I look at this football game, I'm impressed with the Ravens, but all the injuries they have, all the variety of things, plus Aaron Rodgers. If Aaron Rodgers on the field, Mark, I want him on my side.
One thing about the Packers are getting healthier on defense, and they're playing better defense at the right time this time of year. They've been devastated on the offensive line. They're down to their second and third players, and I think their third left tackle on the offensive line, but they're still getting the job done. I love the combination of Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon, that 1-2 punch running the football. I think when you can run the football effectively, it travels well on the road, and you're right about Aaron Rodgers. That guy can get the job done. They're a 4.5-point favorite. I'm taking the Packers to cover that number, Coach. I don't think it's going to be that close. I've got the Packers winning this game 34-20.
I would agree with you, Mark. And here's something else. Aaron Rodgers thrown 5 interceptions. Their defense has 14 interceptions. I think the Packer defense is vastly underrated because of Aaron Rodgers. Everybody wants to talk about Aaron Rodgers. I have a lot of respect for the Ravens, what they've done. Packers 27, Ravens 20.